Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Overwatch in the Bear's Den, proudly bring to you me, and I am Bear, yours truly, and I am playing my one in vain. So, anyways, we're back at it. We're doing some quick play PvP, and let's take a quick look at my comp here. So we got a monkey, we got a ball. Those are my two tanks, monkey and a ball, which means there's going to be a lot of jumping around back and forth. There's not going to be able to take a high point here because we're going to have to engage. The only character that we really got on the teams that can do anything from afar is Anna and Hanzo, so they're going to be behind me. I imagine Anna will take care of Hanzo most of the time and be shooting forward and front. I'm going to stay up front with the Tracer and the three tanks. At least that's my game plan and my thinking here. Now, of course, on the other end, you got to look. We got a Rhine. They got a nice comp. Oh man, I would have loved to have them. But yeah, they have a Rhine. They got a Zarya, and then the Genji, and yeah. So let's see how this turns out, anyways. All right.
One. Attackers incoming.
Optimized.
Stop the payload.
I am ready.
Get my headphones on so there's no feedback. So right here, I wanted to get up there with him, but I just wasn't getting the jumps right.
Where does it hurt? You should be at peak performance.
He's going way in. Team's dying. I got Tracer up. Then I try to fall back here, but at this point I know we need to kind of fall back. They're really split up. Half the team is dead.
A clean bill of health.
Yeah, I give you Hansel's point of view while I'm coming back. See? Everybody just keeps going down. Hansel's doing all with common sense. And there I am healing him. And Anna.
The dragon.
Now there's going to be a play that comes up here where Zarya is like, heal me, heal me. And as I'm watching, like, I would have healed her. She was on me to go next, right? But because she called for me, I felt more urgent to fly to her when I didn't need to, and I died. I wish people wouldn't say, heal me, heal me, heal me, like, especially the tanks when I've been all over them all match. You see what I mean? Like, look at, I'm on her now. It's like, so every time I can, where I've been on her.
Heroes never die.
You know, and even this, I popped my ult so I can reach in the back and up front here. Now I'm trying to hold both lines. I mean, my back was definitely hurting after this match. My brother spectated this, and he's like, wow, man, you carry much? And, you know, I rewatched this once, and he was right. 100% I carried. I'm going to show you some major mistakes these tanks made. And not just these tanks, but on and off all day, people were making them. You know, like when you're on a certain part of the map, right, you have a strength or a weakness depending on where you're at. And when you get a strength, your best bet is to play that strength. See right here, healing. See, I could have just reached her, and she was on my list next, but because she asked for it, I jumped in. You can hear as I die, she said it again. Just, it got to my head, and I did that, and I shouldn't have. It gets at the point at the end of this game, I literally, and I'm going to point it out, I told these tanks that if you go across this line here, I am not healing you no more, that's it. Now, I'm like, oh my god, should I go in or not? The payload's not moving. Tracer's staying alive. I'm like, huh, I look back. I don't see anybody, so I know it's going to be another, at least 5 seconds, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they're probably behind me, so I'm like, I'll peek and just hold this corner. And lo and behold, they were behind me. So I didn't really want to push like this, but it did work out, see? But for how long? See, again, our advantage here is this wall on my left, right there, right here. Right? Our advantage is the payload. And if you go past the wall, you need to use the payload, anything, and this is what happens. And again, I went for a stupid, like, why did I do that? I knew I was fucked once I jumped in, so I think I just kind of rezzed, but like, My tanks were just aggravating me because, like, if my tanks die, I'm gonna fucking die anyways. So when they do stupid shit like that, I feel like I'm obligated to jump in, and then once I jumped in there, it's too much. So at the end of this match, I'm telling you, I had enough. I said no more. Even here, I'm like, group up. I'm like, bro, you gotta be fucking feeding them. Come on, man, don't be feeding. I was trying to get that res, I couldn't because I still got 2 seconds left, and now it's gone. You know, but now look it.
Heroes never die.
I gotta use my ult and everything. Like, why didn't he just stay there?
The payload
And now look who's gonna die. You know, people don't think when it comes to a resetting with a team, whether it's a Moira or anybody. Like if Moira uses her dash to get there just to run out and die,
Out there.
or before the team re-engages, I mean, right? Then when the fight happens out, you don't have those cards to play. That's the whole point of a hard reset, is so that way when you engage next time, everybody on your team has every card in their hand to play that they can possibly play. So if somebody goes out and they use 1 or 2 skills trying to peek when a hard reset's been called, they're feeding the other fucking team, number 1. And they're fucking our team, number 2. I don't know how else to really explain that. You know, like, you always want the best advantage that you can get, the most value you can get. You want the biggest piece of meat. How you gonna cut off the biggest piece of meat? When, like, right now we're as a team, and look at all my cooldowns are fine, not one of them. I have my res up. Like, if somebody goes and peeks, then I have the res at the beginning of the fight. Now I don't have the res for the end of the fight because they made that stupid decision. But right here, we all have our moves. I have my res. I have everything. Everybody on the team has it too. And even though this is a sloppy mess, let's see how this will play out. We're winning. You see?
This will heal you.
I want to try to get that rest if I can.
This is
Get out there to get now. Right here is where I'm like, enough, guys, don't. I'm like, look, if you go any further than where Sigma's at right now, I will not heal you. I'm like, any further than that, that's it. This is as far as I'm going, and I wasn't fucking kidding.
I cast this forth.
Because they kept going too far and dying.
You needed a doctor?
I'm like, guys, it's going to be a long 3 minutes. We've got to play this right. And they do. For the most part. I'm glad they started to listen.
Heroes never die.
I know, hey, I'm going to rewind this because when I was going off on a tantrum, there was something I wanted to show you back here. So let me go back here. Even more than this. Yeah, we were at the store. It's this right here, okay? So I'm going to put this in slower motion here. Right? Now watch. Pause. Where's our strength here, folks, right? I'm going to show you where our strengths are. Our strength is this wall right here. Okay? Other than that wall, this payload. Other than this payload, this wall. Other than that, you got this thing right here. And you got this thing here. If shit hits the fan, you got this way you can go. You got this wall you can come behind. Over there, there's a heal. You can drop back there, go down there, right? The one thing we don't do when we are playing right here is step out here like this. Okay? If we step out into any of this, we are fucking feeding. Look at, you got him way back there. Not sure where everyone else is, but still, look at, they're all right there. Look at, so that's going to be plain feeding, right? And as this unfolds, look at what they do. They come out and they give up. Even our healer does it and gives up our strong point. You know? And then now because they're out so far, what's happening in our back? What's going to happen back here, guys? Uh-oh. But guess what? And now he's popping his ult too. But if we were all in here, as soon as Genji jumps down, he gets raped. He's done. We jump on him. And then would have been him coming from the back, and we would have been dealing with him. Instead, this turns into a complete wipe. Maybe this would have been a wipe anyways. But, you know, every single part of the map has its strong point. When you're sitting here and you can just be like, ba 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 ba, heal me, ba 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 ba, heal me, cooldowns up, okay, da 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 da. and then maybe as Sigma you might want to step to here, right? So
Allow
you
me to
can
repair the
you can get
damage.
your shields amped up, or if you're on Zarya, you can step right here to get bubbled. But that is it. You don't need to do any more than that because you're giving in to them. You're taking our strong point away from us, and you're playing a weak card right here. Because what do you have to cover you? Nothing. It's all open. All right. Now that that little tit-tat rant's done, let me try to find where we were here.
Come out and face me.
I cast this forth.
You needed a doctor?
And now we're all pretty much back.
Heroes never
I
die.
mean, Ryan was almost a little bit too far, but he wasn't. He was almost, but he wasn't, right? And now look at how this turns out. You see? If Sigma was out anymore, I wouldn't be able to heal him. And I told Snakey I'm not going out there to heal him no more, so if he went over there, he's going to die. I'm not going over there to die. I need to stay at the point with my team. And Sigma. If I had one over there, I would have died. I die here, we probably lose this. Just watch what I do to hold it. I can't believe I played this as ballsy as I did. I should be dead. I should be dead by all rights here. I come back down to help stall the payload. Getting shot from behind. Here he comes. I'm going to die, but my team's back, right? And I make sure I get the heals in. So. And oh, poor Ryan. Hopefully I can get out the resin if he dies. I forget, but these are all the things I am thinking as I'm playing. I have 100 thoughts go through my head, and a lot of these are just common sense to me. Stay on our side of the payload.
Its destination.
Like, oh my god, guys, we got 2 minutes left.
Surrender to my will.
And right here was cool. Ooh, really far, but let's see. Yeah, I couldn't have gone over there to help him. That wasn't my brother either. This is somebody else. This is a random cue that I had. Hey, look at the mercy tech I'm using here. It's crazy, right? I'm up, I'm healing everybody. I'm back and forth. Now we keep in mind, we still got 2 minutes to hold this. Holy moly.
I'm on fire.
Damage amplified.
Power
I am
grows.
ready.
Again, I tell them, I said, let them come under the bridge.
Allow me to repair the damage.
The dragon is
My ult's almost up. Nope, my ult is up.
You needed
Oh yeah, I was watching all of our ults.
This will reveal
Look at that. Coming hard. I popped my ult. I know I'm not going to get Trace up. Trace can get back quick anyways. This was the better res. Reinhardt actually came in and tried to cover me there. Look at, we're playing as a team now. Everybody's falling back in front of the payload. Reinhardt goes just enough in front of the payload to clear, push it, and do what he needs to do to peel and make room. And it works.
I will not be denied.
See, I'm going to try to keep using the walls, hiding.
This is my will.
Now they're staggering in. This is where their team made a mistake. Their Genji should have waited. Their Tracer should have waited. Even if they don't die, let's say that Tracer gets away, the fact that we're shooting her is feeding our ults. You know, so now the people that are killing her and Genji, or not even killing, just hurting them and shooting them, right? What's going to happen? We're going to have our ults for this last fight. You know? Our Tracer has, our Reinhardt has the ult because they were feeding and they should have been trying to get with their group and making this last run. And now, as you can see, their group 4 are coming in there and the other 2 are lagging behind. So right here, I said, dude, guys, please just play the walls. We got this. Play the walls. Stick tight. We got this. And look, it does work out still. Can't believe he got that hammer off, but it was at the wrong angle. And because of DPS, their Tracer and Genji were in the back. Where is it? Sorry, wrong hand. Because they were in the back, right? They weren't there to follow up on that. You see, so it's really important.
You should be at
You know, when you call for a hard reset, that you do a hard reset. It's really important that when you've got a strong hand on a map, you play that strong hand. You know, and it may seem boring, but if you play right, these good plays will start to break out, and amazing combos will happen and stuff like that. And then you're going to be like, holy fuck. You're going to see a whole new different part of Overwatch. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching this. This one was rather long. Please come back and see me again next time on the Bear Den.